Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to day 12 of the 31 Days of Horror. D Bougie 86 here again, guys. That's right. And the film I got for you guys today is a film from 2014 that I had in the collection. I kind of skimmed through this movie before. When I first got it, I wasn't really paying attention because it was like one of those movies I threw on while I was getting ready for work. So I wanted to check it out again and keep close attention to it. And that film in question is Indigenous. Yes, as you can see there, that fucking awesome cover art. Indigenous is pretty much about these group of tourists. They're all American tourists. Are in Panama for a vacation, and they're partying and stuff, the usual stuff. You know, a few couples here and there, and one of the local girls that they meet, one of the local main character, the U.S. men are infatuated with her. Decides, we should go to the Darren Jungle, which is this jungle near Panama, which kind of has a history where people go missing. They find this out. They look up information on it. But, she's a guide and stuff. She's been there, that type of deal. She knows where it is. So they end up going there, and once they get there, pretty much what ends up happening is, it starts out slow, where they hear like noises or there's something in the woods, and some of them go missing. And then what ends up happening is they find out that the Darren Forest, or jungle as it's called, is a home of a very dark legend of a creature known as the Chupacabra, pretty much. So, yes, this is a Chupacabra movie. My thoughts on it. Interesting concept. The first thing I thought about was, like the style of how this film, because it has a mixture of like actual, like real footage mixed with like found footage, mixed with like, people watching on the news. The first film that actually came to my mind was the film Where, because it kind of had the same similar style with like the way that some of it was like, in camera and some of it was out of camera. It kind of like had some like documentary style and stuff in there with like news clippings to show you like, how the climax of the movie happens. That's pretty much the gist of it. That's all I'll give away with like what actually happens in the climax, but yeah, but spoiler alert, it kind of has like some news footage rolling type stuff. But yeah, it starts out like your typical like going to the jungle, discovering stuff with like a group of young kids type of movie, or like if they use the jungle as a setting, or like use it like a haunted house, like a slasher style setup. And then it turns into all out like Chupacabra creature feature. And yeah, it does have a slow start. I kind of like that about this one because it does dig into like the build up, and you get to know the characters a little bit more and like their like motifs of how they act to each other and stuff like that. So you kind of do care about some aspects of them when shit happens to them, pretty much. And the Chupacabras themselves, even though they're not fully on screen for most of the movie, I think they fucking look cool. Yeah, they're kind of like more humanoid looking with like features on their faces, and of course they have that legendary tongue that we know Chupacabras have. So I like that they kind of kept it factual with like the mythology of the creature, with like the looks and features of it. Really cool shit, and it's kind of creepy, especially this one scene in particular that happens is kind of reminiscent of like what's it called, The Descent, where they're like walking and you see it in the shadows type deal. Really cool shit with that. Some good kills and some good practical gore. Yeah, it was fucking one scene where this character has turned his body over because they think this person's all right, and yeah, the reaction's great. That's what's cool about this is the react. It does drag in some places because it keeps going from like their struggle in the jungle to like back to the real city life where actually I think the girl's name is Carmen. She was the local girl that brought them there. Her friend is like foreplaying and trying to figure out what's going on, when are they coming back, that type of deal. And it bounces back and forth between like the two locations, and you're like, can I just see what's happening with the kids, But it's cool too. Like it all plays into the end of the movie in that aspect too, which I'm okay with it. It just I could have used maybe a little more space in between. It seemed like it bounced back and forth a little too much for the film's own good. But overall, if you like Chupacabra movies, there's not really a lot of them. It's either this or like Chupacabra Terror, which is, the Chupacabra on a boat movie, which I also fucking dig, it's cheesy but fucking fun. This is actually a little bit more serious toned in the aspect of the Chupacabra. Really fun setting, it has like that jungle setting, so it has that feel too that you want in like a cryptozoology type setting for where this creature is supposed to be living. And yeah, it's fucking cool. If I had to rate it, get a solid 7.5. Like I said, it kind of, some of the edits kind of bugged me when watching it. It kept jumping back and forth when, I just wanted to stay into the tension building moments of the scenes. But overall, it wasn't a bad watch. And, if you're a creature feature fan or like a cryptozoology fan in general, I think you would dig this one for what it is. 7.5 out of 10 for Indigenous. Alright guys, that's it for day 12. I hope you enjoyed it. Be back tomorrow as always with another one, so I'll see you then. Peace out.